Hello and welcome to Tips and Tricks for playing Warmaster Revolution.
By Fixxit.
Trick number 8. Removing Casualties. Knowing what will happen after you remove a specific stand as a casualty is an advanced skill, and the results can be used to influence what will happen after the stand is removed. Stands are removed in the shooting phase once a unit has accumulated enough wounds as the unit has hits on their unit profile. With this in mind, the order that unit fires at an enemy can be important. Removing the stand closest to the enemy may reveal a second unit and can be the right choice if you wish to preserve the first unit from additional enemy fire. But removing the stand furthest from the enemy is a way to instead preserve the second unit from taking fire at all. The right choice depends entirely on the situation you're facing. When driven back by shooting, removing different stands can result in very different end results. The rear unit can either make way for the front unit by moving to a supporting position behind it, or it can make way to the side. But when you make way to the side, you are not allowed to move stands that are not in the way of the troops that fell back. In this example, if you remove the stand on the edge of the formation, the brigade will be split into multiple brigades as this stand is not allowed to move, resulting in the following situation. But if you remove the stand towards the middle of the formation, it will instead result in this stand not being allowed to move, resulting in this situation. In combat, you remove casualties after each combat round. The player that lost the combat removes casualties first, and the winner removes casualties second. If you remove casualties from the edges, you can keep the combat as one single engagement. This can be advantageous if you have supporting troops behind the front troops. If you don't manage to kill a stand from the front unit, the rear unit cannot see an enemy and are forced to stay in a supporting position. But if you manage to kill a stand and the rear unit now can see enemy troops, they can lap around the edge of your formation. If you don't have supporting troops behind your front line and you remove stands from the center of a formation, you can split up one combat into several smaller combats. This is common to automatically happen when cavalry faces cavalry. Depending on what stance the losing side removes, the winning side has different options. In this example, if the losing side removes the edge stand, the winning side can remove a center stand and flank the enemy. But if the losing side removes a center stand to prevent the enemy from flanking, the winning side has the option to split the combat or keep it as one. Fight each combat engagement separately, but remember that you must finish the second round of the split combat before you move on to the first round of another combat. If you think you have a better chance to defeat the enemy in smaller engagement, then this could be the right choice for you. When your escape has been blocked by terrain or enemy troops in combat, remove the stands that would be destroyed in the retreat first. Their sacrifice gives the remaining stands a small area where they can retreat before they are destroyed by a blocked retreat. When learning this skill, it is a good idea to discuss different scenarios with a fellow player to practice. It takes time to gather the experience to see what will happen ahead of time when you remove a casualty, but knowing which stand to remove in what situation can give you an edge on the battlefield. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this trick for Warmaster Revolution. If you would like to submit your own units for others to enjoy, you can read how to do that in the details below. Now get out there, play some games and have some fun. Be sneaky, but play fair.